who are the people that dealing with these drugs?
I will tell you
before Nigerians came in.
I will tell you. For instance, the port of Durban, why Indians monopolized Durban. Indians, quote me, it's not a hidden story. We are bringing in drugs from India to South Africa, and they were distributing this drug to US and Europe from South Africa.
Hello, welcome to Alo Africa podcast. Today, we are confronting an issue concerning Africa at home and Africa in the diaspora, and why other people are preaching for unity in Africa. And we have some brothers in the same continent trying to push other Africans away. So my brother, welcome to my show. You are a regular guest, you understand? So there is this news, this issue flying on the social media. I say, no, I need to call you as a senior brother, somebody that knows the history, to give us young youths, young Africans, history about, and tell the South Africans too about their history, sir. So please, what do you think about the recent protests happening in South Africa today, sir?
Thank you, my brother. The problem of South Africa didn't start today, but unfortunately, we Africans, we always gloss over things. The imperialists, anytime they come into any place, this is their policy of divide and rule. The people they take as people more superior than the others, just like what's happening in Nigeria today. So in South Africa, you have these Zulus that believe that they are more civilized or more advanced than other South Africans, now Africans in general. So we can recall, during the fight against apartheid, the Zulus were not much involved. Some of them were in ANC. But there is one man they call Buthelezi, who formed a group that later metamorphosed into a political party in Qatar. They called them Qatar Freedom Fighters or something like that. Then they started becoming Qatar Party. And this in Qatar was killing South Africans, blacks. They said they were fighting for Zulu interests. They were killing South African blacks. So if the Zulus today are saying that foreigners must go, Africans must go, people should understand that these people have been so much brainwashed that to believe that they are better than other Africans. And they don't even need to stay close to Africans. So many of them would have wished they came out with white skins. So it didn't start today. That even if they succeed sending Nigerians or other people, they will still fight again, such as in South Africa. And I'm seeing something very, very dangerous coming up later in this situation. You know? During that apartheid period, the Qatar was armed by the white people, and they were fighting other black people, killing them. Buthelezi was against Nigeria and other frontline states because they were supporting ANC. Under the unity government, when the Mandela came up, Buthelezi was made interior minister. What was his agenda? Asking that Nigerians should be sent back to Nigeria and accuse them of dealing in drugs. It was Ramaphosa, who was then under the Secretary General of ANC, that said that the drugs had been sold in South Africa ever before Nigerians came. That if they want to fight drug business, they have to fight it, not single out Nigerians.
So this case of drugs and has been existing since. But who do you think that Ramaphosa is referring to?
He was defending because when the Buthelezi was asking for Nigeria to be sent on because they were dealing in drugs, Ramaphosa said that this drug business had been in South Africa before Nigerians came. So if they want to fight the drug business, how about holistic? They don't single out a particular group, said the people were doing it, and the thing died like that. But they continued because the imperialists know that the plight of Nigerians, especially the Igbos, is going to open up the eyes. So the problem of these imperialists is Nigeria and South Africa now. So they want these people to believe.
So that they will have time.
Yes, they say that the South Africans will still be blind That's why you hear Nigeria must go, Ghana must go.
So Nigerians are the ones that are opening.
They believe that Nigeria's presence there is going to bring a new political awareness. You know?
Okay.
That's the fight. And who are ready to do the dirty job? The Zulus. Who is Jacinta, for instance? Who is this vagabonds? These drunkards that come in the street? Who is sponsoring them? And why is the South African press giving them prominence? How can a civilized society allow some idiots to be harassing people on the street, demanding for documents? Where is the police?
Who is the police?
This is the job of the police. If the government of South Africa believes that people are a lot of foreign illegal people are living here, they will mandate the police to go asking for documents, and not for people who have no business with security to come out the street to start harassing people, killing people, calling everybody illegal immigrant. And then the police will stand by watching. Somebody is pushing this. But unfortunately, it's going to put my rank on South Africa, because I'm still seeing a situation where it will come back to play a very big role in the internal politics. Because now the Zulus are now accusing people from other areas who don't speak Zulu are being foreigners in their own country. And you think other people, they will stand by watching, you know? And I believe it will give a very, very serious impetus for the whites to demand their own country. Like in Cape Province. If they demand for a separate country today, I believe a lot of African countries will support them.
They'll support them, yeah.
Yes, because the people who you think you are your people are not. This case of calling everybody criminal, I still wonder, who is this girl? Why are these girls in front? Why are the people who have no business in politics to be at the forefront? Destroying people in South Africa, doing everything, nobody doing anything. But I believe that somebody like Ramaphosa, the way I see the man, is not somebody that likes trouble. And when he's dumbfounded by the voices of some elements in government talking nonsense.
But he's too quiet on this issue.
He has a lot of problems. And he's fighting a lot of fronts. Because I believe that there's a grand plan to destroy and destabilize ANC. Ever since Zuma lost out, he has not rested. They must destroy South Africa, ANC, and subsequently South Africa.
But do you think Zuma is the figure behind this tension?
He is, and because this is getting gradually into a tribal something. You know, these Zulus, they're just like the southwest of Nigeria, because some people believe that the holding government and it's their right. Forget that this the Nigerian president says about Fulani. The Fulani is nobody without southwest of Nigeria. This is what we know as Lagos Mafia that controls what's happening in Nigeria. But nobody says anything about it. The same thing is what's happening in South Africa today. There is a group in South Africa who are mostly the Zulus who are behind this and organizing these things. But it's going to be backfire. It's not backfire. Nigeria, I am seeing South Africa going down the same road Nigeria went. I'm seeing South Africa going down the same road, because unless somebody can talk to them now, unfortunately, no African country is interfering, no African country is saying anything. But if I would have wished that these people should look at Nigeria, watch where we are going and where we came from, to be able to advise themselves. Because Zuma should not know the limits of his vengeance. Not Zulu people coming out to claim any right over any other people. No, I'm not talking about all the Zulus anyway. But this is what is on the ground.
But, sir, please, as an historian, what do you think that will happen in South Africa in the next 10 years?
There will be a lot of crisis. Unless they call themselves to order now. Nobody listening to Mbeki.
Yeah, Mbeki is crying.
Crying. This guy, Freedom Party,
Manema is crying.
No, listen. The situation in South Africa is getting somehow tribal, but they don't want to mention it. I still Many times I sit down asking myself, why is Ramaphosa not talking?
Yes, because how can a president see such tension? They cannot call the police in order, call army in order. Police are supporting the people that are protesting and chasing the Africans or arrest, because these guys they're not police.
I'll tell you one thing.
Then why is Ramaphosa is not giving order as a president to go and arrest these people one by one?
I will tell you one thing. In your country, Nigeria, how many times have your president spoken against the ills of the society? There's something that makes your president not to talk anything. Even when they kidnap people, he will looking.
Damn.
Because the powers surrounding him are overwhelming.
Then how can a president?
That is what you think. That office, president. You will see when you get there, you will know that. That's why they make the powers only one person. When the person is strangled like this,
he can't do anything.
Yes.
Just sit and watch.
Yes, because if you say anything tomorrow, they will deny. Your own press will tell the world that you died on top of prostitutes, and nobody can say anything. It's happening in Nigeria. So it's a problem they set up that this imperialists put down, that the only people that can save Africa is something like this system of Abraham Traore, the military. They have already changed on your psyche to believe that the military is the devil, the dictators. But we know today, for instance, in Nigeria, that Abacha government has been the best government ever in Nigeria. You have a civil government you fought for, they said Nadeko. What are we having today? Is that democracy? Why are they not fighting now? So he said something, I sympathize with him, because looking at my own country, why my own head of state is not talking, you will not know what someone is going through. And they're not telling you the man is going. That's the plan, to get rid of the man. And so this problem on him, and you sit down looking at you, because he knows that what is happening is not that people. There are some hands behind.
And that power is powerful.
It's powerful. So we have new economies in Africa, in South Africa, we have Nigeria, and they want to paralyze them.
Because, sir, a lot of people are asking, during the time of Israel and the Palestinians, Ramaphosa was the first first president to come out and speak.
Even went to the court.
Mm-hmm. You understand? But now, this one is behind his two legs.
Yes.
And he sits and watch.
Because the powers are too much. The interest in it's one of those things that this thing happens.
But sir, what do you think African leaders have to do to control their own country? Because things are getting out of hand.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. Democracy, the way it is being practiced, is not democracy. Because one, party politics doesn't guarantee you democracy. In Africa, we had democracy because we had a way to get our people elected into office, and they give us service. That was why it took the British many years to get through Igbo land, because we had genuine leaders. We had people who could die for us because of the way we were electing our leaders. But when they bring this party, for instance, in Nigeria, and they tell you cannot run for an elective office unless you belong to the party, why should that law be accepted? There's some reason why. So this party now makes the system more expensive. Now Nigeria doesn't have money. Almost all of us were born poor. They will now have to bring their money. I know when they say European Union was giving Nigeria some money for election, why should somebody give you money to clean up your house? They will now bringing in people, to sponsor people. When they sponsor you, are you going to be there to represent people, or are you going to represent people
who sponsor you?
That's the problem we have. So they know, but you can't change it, because if you don't change it, you go like Lumumba. Yes, if you try, and the press is there. Poor people who want to learn how to speak Portuguese and English will be put on the forefront to tell you that they know more than you. They call themselves journalists. Poor people. And they are there receiving salary for being talkatives, speaking foreign languages. And then They will be told, write this, they write. They will be told, don't write this, they don't. You know? And the problem is a setup that only the military can change. If you have a pure society where tribalism is not eating deep like Nigeria, look at what this boy is doing in Burkina Faso. Or talk about Mali. The patriots. There is nobody to be called a patriot in a country more than the military. Somebody who gave up his life to defend his country, and you say he's a military man, then you bring the thieves, corrupt people. They say they are politicians. Some even call themselves professional politicians for life. They don't know anything except talking, and they're trying to get going to government to go and enrich themselves. So anybody can sponsor them. They come in there and you're sharing the loot with the.
But sir, if you watch today, it is only in Africa you see military ruling as a president.
Because we are still not matured. We are still like kids in the global affairs. Mm-hmm. In our village affairs, we knew how to move.
And because you're calling military to take over then.
Maybe that's what it means, but I'm but I'm telling you the truth, that's the only way.
Hey guys,
they have to be patriotic, and they have shown how to be patriotic before.
Yeah.
The Nigerian situation is different.
Okay.
Because Nigeria has a lot of problems, tribal problems,
okay,
views. But if you look at countries like Burkina Faso now or Mali, where the tribal lines are not visible, people are moving with them. You know, look, tell me, is it Kenya? Is it where? The other one, they tell you they've been in power for a long time. Ugandan man, it's almost a military.
Yeah, and after then he removed the military.
He had a direction.
But the best president ever in Africa.
It's a military. No, but before these people came in, we have a Sudan president who were almost like military people because they had this influence.
Who is that?
The old politicians.
Yeah.
Because the military were behind them because they were talking of national interests with the national movement. So the military were behind them until the parents came into the military to tell that these people were corrupt. Up to today, I cannot see the investment or the too much money of Zeke's family or Abara family. But these were people who were classified as being corrupt, just to get them out. After them, the military people that came over are billionaires in Nigeria.
Give me one name. Oh, guys.
But you're a witness. What should I give you? They are billionaires.
They're millionaires. They squander the whole the country's money.
So, but what I said, that if we have a military that knows what is being military, they are the most patriotic set you can find in any society. Because it's not easy for somebody to volunteer his life to protect others. If you're talking about going to heaven, after the police, the next people that you counted at the gate of heaven are the military. Because
they give their life.
Yes, for other people to survive. A policeman will be watching a football match with his back, watching the crowd, just for the police to be peace.
Who are the people that dealing with these drugs?
I will tell you
before Nigerians came in.
I will tell you. For instance, the port of Durban, why Indians monopolized Durban. Indians, quote me, it's not a hidden story. We are bringing in drugs from India to South Africa, and they were distributing this drug to US and Europe from South Africa. South African passport was visa-free to Europe and every corner, except America, they were using visa. So the Indians found Durban port a very good area to do their business. They did even in Nigeria in the 80s and 90s. You know? So that's why Indians in the South Africa are rich. The black South Africans, because of their stupidity, didn't know what was happening behind their backs.
That's when they take over Durban, because Durban is Indian.
The heroine from India. Then in Cape Town, the white man was bringing in drugs from Latin America and distributing the whole world, Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong, Europe. During the fight for apartheid, Ibrahim Gambari, who was Nigeria's former representative to United Nations, I will tell you that man single-handedly gave South Africa independence. When they talk about Nigeria donating money or donating money, that's as if who fought and got independent of South Africa was Ibrahim Gambari, Nigeria's permanent representative in United Nations. He was the chairman of the frontline states, and he was the chairman of anti-apartheid movement in United Nations. He fought for the sanctions. And when the sanctions were accepted and applied in South Africa, Brazil was against apartheid, but refused to sanction South Africa. Argentina refused to sanction South Africa because of what? What was the business between Brazil and South Africa then? And Argentina. And the white man was buying drugs from them to Australia and other places. For that, for all the years of sanction, Rand was strong. Rand was strong. When the Gambari was raising the hell in United Nations, South Africa rushed to do one film they called Kruger Bond and claimed they were printing gold coins and selling in the London embassy, to the London embassy. Gambari said it's not enough. They should be probed. It was the pressure to probe South Africa when the whole world was to agree and set up the panel that made Picket Butter to rush to the prison to go and meet Mandela. Without notice, the prison gate was opened and Mandela came out to meet these people. And they were negotiating to how to run government of Nigeria. 1 month or two after the visit, Mandela was released and they formed the government of national unity. They did the election. They said Mandela won. And the people ran away to avoid the probe. So, but this foolish, ugly idiot who called himself Buthelezi, he knew, but he was a pointing figure because he didn't like Nigeria for supporting ANC. So immediately the thing ended, his eyes was on Nigerians. Send them away. They were drug dealers. And I'm afraid I told him that time that this drug had been here before these people came. Today, their boys are on the street again, shouting Nigeria. Does Nigeria produce drug? How could Nigerians bring drugs to South Africa? If they were talking about Indian hemp, I can say yes, they can bring it from Nigeria. But talking about drugs, they don't see Bolivians. They don't see Colombians. They don't even see Latin American people who come to their country. But they could see Nigeria. You just give the dog a bad name. They know what is happening. They know what is happening. I don't give you facts now. You can I think maybe if you Google, you can find it there.
Wow. Sir, it's a very...
Why did they go to prison to go and negotiate with Mandela? Ask the South African government. They should tell you, because it's an open secret. It's an open secret. It's not that I manufactured it.
Okay, sir. In fact, we're going to stop this episode here because our second episode will be very hot. South Africans, I don't know whether you're watching this. You need to hear the history of South Africa because I don't think some of them knows their history very well. Guys, man, I don't know where you're watching from. Please, if this message is this episode touches you, share this message so that others will learn from this. So please drop a message to South Africans.
The only thing I can say is that the people fighting for Nigerians are fighting themselves. Because Nigeria is a great country with diverse cultures and educational backgrounds. So there are a lot of things they can, if they want, they can learn from Nigerians. And I believe it will lead to a very serious political revolution in South Africa. You know? And if they don't retrace their steps, I'm seeing a very dangerous future for South Africa. Because countries are built not through division or claiming what you are not. Countries are built with intelligence, knowing where you are coming from and then know where you want to go and try to find a way to get there.
All right. Okay, thank you, sir. And please subscribe and drop your comments. I'm still here, Chief X. See you guys on our next episode.